Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're looking at Revelations chapter 5 at a great worship scene where now we're worshiping the Lamb who was slain from the foundation of the world because he is worthy. And we're going to see this as we read through verses 6 through 10 in chapter 5. And I looked, and behold, in the midst of the throne and of the four living creatures, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as though it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. Then he came and took the scroll out of the right hand of him who sat on the throne. Now, when he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, each having a harp and golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sang a new song, saying, "You are worthy to take the scroll and to open its seals, for you were slain and have redeemed us to God by your blood out of every tribe and tongue and people and nation, and have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on the earth." We've been talking about 4 reasons and 4 motivations that should compel us to worship Jesus Christ as our Redeemer in this chapter. First, we talked about because of who he is. He is the Son of God. He is the Lamb who was slain from the foundation of the world. Then we talked about where he is. He's in the midst of the throne. He's in the midst of all the worship of heaven. We should put him in the midst of our hearts and our lives. Today we want to talk about because of who Jesus is, because we want to also talk about because of what Jesus does. When the Lamb came here in verse 6 and took the scroll out of the hand of God, and we see this also in Daniel chapter 7 verses 13 through 14, the weeping ended and the praising began. God's people and the representatives of God creation joined their voices in a new song of praise. We see that the praise and the prayer are united because here incense is a picture of prayer rising to the throne of God. Oh, we're going to talk about these incense prayers again in Revelation 6 and also Revelation 8. And so we see a connection between prayer and praise. Oh, how they go together as we come into his presence. And then what kind of song did they sing? Well, first it was a worship song. You know, today far too many of our contemporary hymns are centered on me, on I, instead of being Christ-centered. Oh, today we need to give Christ the place of his position of glory, because that's what's happening and is going to happen in heaven. Oh, sure, there is a place for every song that brings up the name of Christ and glorifies him, but let's make sure we have Christ-centered songs praising him and giving him the glory for what he has done for us. This song was not only a worship hymn, it was a gospel song. Thou wast slain, you were slain, and hast redeemed us by your blood. And of course the word slain here, as we said, is to be violently slain. A lamb having its throat cut. Oh, we see that heaven sings about the cross and the blood. Oh, today too many people are wanting to leave out the blood because it's a bloody religion. But my friend, without the blood, there's no remission of sins. So it's a gospel song being sung in heaven. You know how that ram was, when Isaac was taken up on Mount Moriah and his father Abraham was about to slay him, there was a substitute ram in the bushes that when God said stop, he stopped, and that ram was used instead of Isaac. Jesus is the substitute. His blood was shed. Oh, heaven's about the gospel for all eternity. And I believe that we need to understand that. And then we see also that it was a missionary song, and we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Let's look forward to this worship and praise in heaven that we shall be a part of one day for the glory of God. You have a wonderful, wonderful day.